What America must hope for in Iran is to unsettle the current government. Iran will make a nuclear bomb. Iran will unsettle the Middle East. Iran will threaten America. Iran will threaten. If you think that Iran that can actually aspire to have nuclear missiles or nuclear weapon, and then say that it wants nuclear power for peaceful purposes. Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, don't forget to press the bell icon. And before I start the video, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request you to join in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Saturday, 6 p.m. I will go live on the Chanakya Dialogues English and the Chanakya Dialogues Hindi. Your questions, my answers. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Now, coming to the video, it's a very interesting topic today and I'll try to make it short, concise, yet packed with information. The United States of America is now targeting Iranian companies. You know, after 1979, after the revolution in Iran, after which the Ayatollahs took over and the Shah of Iran was exiled, etc., Iran has been under sanctions for a very long time. And Iran has developed an ecosystem. But before I talk about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what exactly America has done. So, the US Treasury Department has imposed new sanctions on procurement networks supporting Iran's ballistic missile, nuclear and defense programs. Right? And these networks operate in Iran, Turkey, Oman and Germany. Acquiring materials like carbon fiber and epoxy resins used in missiles, Brian Nelson, the Treasury Department's Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, highlighted that these covert procurement networks enable Iran to perpetuate conflicts and endanger lives. And the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has accused Iran of obstructing its oversight efforts, while Iran maintains that its activities are for peaceful purposes. Now, there are two. Now, it goes on, and then there is a statement also. I don't want to read out the statement, ladies and gentlemen. It's a long statement. But the US Department of the Treasury, it says that 3 procurement networks based in Iran, Turkey, Oman and Germany. So one is Iran, obviously the fulcrum, and then Turkey, Oman and Germany. That is where Iran works. And they're also talking about Mazer Karimi, a dual Iranian-German national, has facilitated procurement for Iran's IRGC, which is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, using intermediaries and front companies. Karimi's companies in Germany and Oman have facilitated shipments of epoxy resin and other items to Iran for defense purposes. Additionally, Turkey-based company Gökler Ticaret Limited, Sirketi, has facilitated procurement of carbon fiber, etc., etc. Now, this goes on and on, this company and that company. Now, I'm going to discuss this with you. You see, these are all details and data. They have not been able to stop Iran because Iran has built up an ecosystem. And now Iran doesn't care. Have you ever seen, when was the last time you saw an Iranian leader saying that our people are dying, our people are unable to eat, our economy is collapsing, please lift sanctions? When was the last time you heard it? You would have never heard it. There is a reason. Because they found a way. It's not that Iran is a very powerful country. They've just managed to find out a way by which they can actually live with US sanctions. And they don't have a problem and they can in perpetuity. This was a small thing, US Department of Treasury saying that, these companies are sanctioned, epoxy resin material, carbon fiber material, this material and that. They'll just find it on the black market here. This is not nuclear science. If you think that Iran that can actually aspire to have nuclear missiles or nuclear weapon, and then say that it wants nuclear power for peaceful purposes, which it does not, by the way, but it claims that it does, and nobody believes Iran here. Do you think they're going to get stuck because you did not give them epoxy resin or some carbon fiber component supplying companies were banned and sanctioned? It's not going to happen. I think America's approach towards Iran is what America must hope for in Iran is to unsettle the current government. The problem with Iran is not Iran. The Iranian people, I have said this and I will say this time and again, they're lovely people, they're beautiful people, they're good people, they're hospitable people. The Irani people are not the problem. The problem is the government. You see, and that government must go. Sanctions, Iran has oil. And Iran can sustain itself for the next 50 years, if not more. At least 50 years, Iran can sustain itself. You can keep on sanctioning Iran for the next 50 years. Iran will make a nuclear bomb. Iran will unsettle the Middle East. Iran will threaten America. Iran will threaten. It will threaten Israel. It already threatens Israel, but once it has, it has nuclear weapons, it's going to be a different ballgame together. And then what are you going to do to Iran? Once Iran has nuclear weapons, then there is pretty much nothing that you can do here. So I think America must understand that this piecemeal approach to Iran, hey, we're going to sanction these companies. Yeah, they're based out of Turkey and based out of Germany, and that there is an Iranian individual who has nationality of Germany now. He was born in Iran. He created a... What sort of storytelling is this, America? Come on, you're supposed to be a superpower. Act like one. What Iran will do is, they will have their people, their spies, okay? These people will go to any Western country, white country, where there is technology. Let's say Germany. This guy says that I have escaped from Ayatollah Khomeini's torture chambers and I have come to Iran. There'll be some back-end story which Iran will make for him. He'll get asylum, and after some years, he'll get citizenship of Germany. I'm only saying Germany. This can happen in Canada also. This can happen in the US and UK. And they will keep on sending people like that. Keep on sending people. You think one person is the only person that Iran has inside Germany? There'll be 100 Iranians who are swearing loyalty, who have been members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC. And they're working for Iran. And now the problem is that they're carrying German passports. And because they're carrying German passports, they can go to the US. They can go to any country in the world because German passport is a very powerful passport. If they are American citizens, they can go to almost any country in the world. Nobody's going to stop them. See, what Iran has done is, Iran has put its people in the social fabric of other countries, right? While protecting its own social fabric. And I think this is Iran's biggest strength. It has people inside the US. It has people in Canada. It has people in Germany. It has people in UK. It has people in Australia, New Zealand, all over the world, the Western world, France. It has Iranian people. They'll all play the victim card because they know that once they've played the victim card, they will get citizenship of these countries. And once they do, once they're carrying a passport, once they're paying their taxes, once they're voting, then nobody can this thing, because then they'll start screaming racism and Islamophobia. They're well protected by the laws of the country. This is exactly what the Khalistanis do, except that these guys do, advanced research, and, the Iranians will do advanced research and procurement for nuclear weapons, and the Khalistanis will drive an Uber. Otherwise, there is no difference. The modus is the same. Lie about the conditions in the country, get citizenship of another country. The Khalistanis do it for personal gain. They do it for economic gain. The Iranians are doing it for their country. That is the only difference. The Iranians are doing it for Iran. And in spite of getting, citizenship of a Western country, they're still loyal to the mother country because they were sent in there for that purpose. And yes, I must admit, they have stayed true to this purpose. So ladies and gentlemen, if America actually wants to tackle Iran, it will have to think of a new strategy. It will have to think beyond sanctions. Iran is floating on oil. Iran is floating on oil. Iran is friends with China. What are you going to do about Iran? There is nothing that you can do. There is absolutely nothing. Either you have the China kind of an approach. China says, I don't care about your human rights situation. I don't care about how many women you want to subjugate. I don't care. Show me the money. That is China for you. Can America do that? I don't think America should, under any conditions, follow the China kind of policy. But America needs to rethink its choices because Iran is slowly and slowly getting more and more powerful. It has proxies everywhere. It practically controls the geopolitics, at least of the Middle East. That is the power of one country that has been under sanctions for the past 40 years plus. Thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.